So why am I doing this to myself? Let's start from the beginning. I am a 31-year-old married father of 2, and I don't ever get any real exercise anymore. I don't really eat all that well. Hold on. You got tears. Do you want to say hi? Come here. Hi. Come here. I've never really been in very athletic shape ever. I've always been generally doughy. Now I'm rocking the Dad-Bod, hardcore. You know, I've always been like this shape. I want that shape. Living the domestic life has not helped me at all. In fact, I've started looking at recent photos of myself and seeing myself get bigger and bigger. Bigger belly. I'm getting the man boobs. No one wants it, but I'm getting them. So anyway, I figure now is the time. Thanks. You want this one? There's been 2 major roadblocks to me getting in better shape for most of my life. Roadblock number 1 has been sitting, and roadblock number 2 has been eating foods that aren't great for me. I do them a lot, and I need to do both of those less. But it's so good. So I guess the end goals are to be able to run around and play with my kids for the next many, many years and not feel so out of shape. And I want to be able to go somewhere like the beach and take my shirt off and not feel embarrassed or ashamed. So I reached out to the team at 360 Fit, and they came up with a 3-month plan to whip me into shape. So let's see the guys who've taken on this challenge. This is Devin. He's an ex-football player turned personal trainer, and he's been training people for over 24 years. He opened 360 Fit over 8 years ago and has made it his business to change people's lives through fitness. Community and support are a big part of his approach, which I think are going to be very helpful for me.
The goal of the next 3 months is we're going to completely change and overhaul your eating and your exercise. So we're going to take your eating from what you're doing now into a much more healthy system that will allow you to do that for the rest of your life. And we're going to change our exercise from what you're doing now or lack of what you're doing now into something else. The things I like to do is I like more HIIT style training, which is high intensity training. So we are going to work hard and you are going to sweat a lot. We're thinking brief and brutal, not long. Jeff will want some things that are weight related. He'll have you lifting some weights and doing some other things. I'm going to be doing things that are just plain hard.
Well, to be honest, I like the sound of Jeff's approach much better. Let's meet him. This is Jeff, and he is a self-made man in that he hasn't always been so fit. He used to be an overweight electronics engineer, but through sheer will turned his body around. He loved the process of getting fit so much that he moved away from engineering and became a personal trainer. He also helps people get their nutrition on track.
So over the next 3 months, we're obviously going to be working on the nutrition coaching side of things. I'm the nutrition coach here, so we're going to be working on your eating habits, trying to figure out what your daily routine looks like now, maybe breaking some of those bad habits that everybody usually has, and trying to, simplify some fairly easy routines that we can rebuild that with, that support, better dietary strategies. In terms of in the gym and training with me, you and I, kind of discussed before, we do have a little bit of a weak core, a little bit of a sore lower back. We're going to hopefully be improving all that through the training that we're going to be working on.
So I had to ask them, realistically, over 3 months, if I really push myself, what kind of results can I expect?
Over the next 3 months, you should completely change your body. I mean, once you change your food and you start exercising in a different manner than you're doing now and you really start concentrating on those things, I've had people lose a huge amount of weight. You are not in a position where you need to lose enormous amounts of weight, but your entire body will change. We had somebody who was just part of our Project Me program, and in 10 weeks she lost 17 inches. For you, you'll lose significantly more than that. It will be amazing.
But I have a feeling I'm going to be hurting pretty bad.
You'll be sore. There's no question you'll be sore at this thing.
But that's good, right? It's all part of it.
Listen, sore is just part of the game. You have to get a little bit sore with these things.
All right, now so tell me, what's next? What's the first step?
First thing, we're going to get you to sit down with Jeff, talk about food. We're going to plan out what you're going to do with your food so that your food gets better. Then right after that, we're going to be doing some testing on your speed, your strength, what you can do, how far you can jump, all kinds of stuff like that, because we want that on both ends, because it's not always just about how you look, it's about what you can do too.
All right, I can't do much. You guys got your work cut out for you, because
you'll be fine. You're going to work though, you'll work.
You're making me feel scared, but also feel better at the same time. This is weird.
Never be scared of me, I promise. I'll be nice. I'll hurt you, but I'll be nice to you while I do it.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Can't wait.
All right, so I'm generally feeling pretty positive about this. I should probably hold on to that until I have a few workouts under my belt and see how the actual physical part of it goes. But I'm really excited. Devin and Jeff are making me feel really positive about the change I can make in just 3 months if I really apply myself. So I'm really excited for it. I'm gonna be vlogging this entire thing. Every week we're gonna release a new episode because I want you guys to follow along on this journey with me. I wanna show you my successes, my failures. You know, if I'm at home after a stressful day and I'm eating ice cream and Coke when I shouldn't be, I really want to share that with you because I think there's a lot of people out there who are in the same situation as me. They think, you know, they're too old to get in shape, they're too busy to get in shape, they don't have the strength or the mental will to get into shape. I also feel that way. So the next 3 months are really going to be a test, and I want you guys to follow along, and maybe if I do well, it'll inspire you to turn some things around as well. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this first episode, but check out our next episode when it drops next week because Devin and Jeff are going to be going over my measurements. I'm going to go through my very first physical assessment, which scares me right now, and then also I'm going to go through some nutritional coaching. So make sure you check out that episode. Here's a sneak peek.
What's up, Brian?
I'm here. How are you?
Too bad, you?
Now, is it customary to name them, like once you start building them?
We need you to hold this nice and straight right above the head.
All right, time for a broad jump test, whatever that means. Oh, I feel like I might throw up. I might die. I don't know.